Hello everyone, my name is Moji. You're watching a Bitcoin Bubble news channel. Roaring Kitty just sold some of his options and turned them into real money. GME is making big changes. We also have big news about Bitcoin and some really cool financial engineering going on. If you don't mind, please click subscribe and on the bell icon below the movie to see more videos like this one. You can also use the link below the video to go to Margex, a site where you can trade coins with borrowed money. This 50-day moving average is getting very close. A lot of people are keeping an eye on this and saying that if we bounce off, it will be very strong. If we fall below, it's clear that we could have another move down. You might want to play that. You can also find a link to Margex below the video. Right now they are running an airdrop. You still have 3 days to get up to $5,000 in Book of Meme tokens. I just found out that they are going to do more of these. They are going to give out more and more airdrops. In other words, you could farm these while dealing normally. If you trade on another platform, you can try it on Margex and collect these airdrops to likely make a lot of money by the end of the year. We should look at what's going on right now. Roaring Kitty no longer has any ways to call GameStop. He made money on 80,000 call options, but only used 40,000 of them. He now has 9 million shares in GameStop. This is interesting. Let's look at the stock now. We'll get back to Bitcoin in a moment. The stock went up 14% today, but it went down about 3% after the market closed. The business now has about $4 billion in cash, though. It's worth about $10 billion on the market. As of now, Roaring Kitty owns 9 million shares, making it the fourth biggest holder after BlackRock, Vanguard, and another company. I have it right here. Let's go down. The RC Ventures LLC. Yeah, I said it. The fourth biggest holder now has a market value of about 9 million times $270 million. This is pretty strange. When people look at this, they often say, well, he made money on the 80,000 calls. He worked out 40,000. He dropped calls on people like, okay, and we already knew that he was going to convert or use his options to buy more stock. I don't think it's that important. Finally, GME has set a meeting for June 17th, 2024. This was meant to happen tomorrow night after the market closed. Then they changed the date. All of this happened in the last 30 minutes or so. That's kind of cool. This is being done at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time, which is not a good time for this. I don't know what they want to do here. Lots of people, though, think they're going to buy Bitcoin. Max Kaiser says that the stock will reach $1,000 if GME presents a Sailor Bitcoin reserve plan. For some, GME can be like MSDR on crack. Just do a Sailor, end quote. The price goes up when there is a short squeeze. There is more money to buy Bitcoin when more secondary stock is released. Bitcoin will always do better than anything else, according to math. It is mathematically certain that everything will lose value against Bitcoin. He tells her, I'm going to talk to Alex Jones about this. Okay, that's kind of cool. If they buy Bitcoin, it could put pressure on both GME and Bitcoin. You might also wonder why they would do this. It's clear that they can make money if Bitcoin prices rise, but why do so many groups and companies like this approach so much? I'm going to show you the financial engineering that MicroStrategy and these other companies use and explain why it's so helpful. How do they get such low-cost debt? You want to get or pay off a debt, and it's 6%, 7%, or 8%. But they're taking on debt at 1%, which is less than MicroStrategy's 1%. I'll tell you why that is. Recently, meme coins have been getting a lot of attention because they're so popular. Today I'd like to talk about Biao, which is a partner of the show. They're after an East Asian joke that's kind of big. A lot of people in the West look at Peppa Pee. A lot of people on the other side of the world seem to love Biao jokes. And this price has done pretty well. There's a good reason why the price has gone straight up, as you can see, by $5.4 million in the last 24 hours. I mean, they have a lot of ads. Every day, about 300,000 people walk by this sign. They also already trade on Bitmart exchange, which is a big deal for them. They were already on Bitmart by the third day. The price of these coins is going up on CoinMarketCap, DexTools, and DexScreener. You can also buy them again on Bitmart or Uniswap. Of course, there is some danger when you buy a meme coin, especially a newer meme coin. But there is also a lot of potential right now when meme coins are going through the roof. A lot of people are probably also looking for the next big joke coin. It's clear that meme coins are very liquid, so they can change a lot, which can be a good thing. It was around 17.18 million at its highest point, and it's already up 47% today. Always look things up on your own. Because they are a partner of the station, there are links to this below the video. Dylan Leclerc has now revealed what's going on. What's their secret to getting such cheap debt? And so the first thing they do is add Bitcoin to the balance sheet. the stock price changes more often. It makes sense. To put it simply, they have a base asset that is more volatile. A lot of stocks are less volatile than Bitcoin. And when a lot of people see that a new company is buying Bitcoin, the amount they buy goes through the roof. We can say that volatility or potential volatility goes up. So the value of options goes up. It makes sense. For the most part, calls cost more when there is more worth or volatility in a stock. That's what happened with Tesla. How much does a call on Tesla stock cost compared to Pepsi stock? For some reason, it costs a lot more per $100. Yes, sell calls to make money off of expected volatility. So they issue debt that can be changed. If someone wants to buy these convertible senior notes, they're basically telling them, hey, if you buy these, we'll sell you shares at a 40% premium, like 8 years from now, and we'll give you a little bit of interest. You can turn this call option into shares for a lot less money than if you bought it on the market. The APR goes down because there is a lot of implied fluctuation, and a lot of people are trying to sign up for this. MicroStrategy gets paid a little less than 1% for a lot of their converted debt. This means that the balance sheet is equal to Bitcoin plus cheap debt, and common shares is equal to Bitcoin that has been borrowed against. It's a simple way to get cheap loans. That is, this wouldn't be useful if Bitcoin didn't have value, right? You could borrow money and stake your whole business on Bitcoin, making it your entire balance sheet in value. The price of Bitcoin could drop for a long time though, so there is some extra danger. That's where some risk comes in. But if you're doing this, it means you think Bitcoin will go up in value. You likely think Bitcoin will go up in value over time, and it has. You can use very cheap loans to grow your business if you're smart about it. Stop relying on fiat that's draining you year after year. And yes, a lot of businesses are interested in it. Please let me know if this makes sense, as well as Crypto Journey Dad. This has been on my mind for a few days now. It's still going up. It got all the way up to $8. $8 on a lot of trades, 815. That number has now reached about 900,000. It's now worth $6.6 million, which is a 65% rise from yesterday. Again, I talked about it when, say, 2 or 3 days ago when it was about $3 or just under $3. Okay, I think it was $2.20, $2.40. Since then, it has been on a huge rise. So here's another one that you might want to pay attention to. This is something you can look up if you haven't seen it or don't know what it is. But please tell me what you think about all of this below the film. Kindly tell me what you think about these businesses getting Bitcoin. Do you think this will keep going? Also, I saw that Joe Biden is going to start taking cryptocurrency as payment through Coinbase, which I find very interesting. Coinbase is being targeted by his government. But they say, oh, you can pay us through it though, even though Gary Gensler is going after Coinbase and crypto. They might be up to no good, but I want the money. Okay, the amount of hypocrisy in the government right now is kind of just interesting. Please let me know what you think. Thank you very much. Thanks for that. Click on the links below the movie to learn more. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.